Okay, so Puawai Munro-Halkyard. Most people know me as Blossom. I'm from Kaitaia, which is the very far north. And my affiliate, I'm now Mount CrossFit, but people probably know me as CrossFit Auckland, so I'm a little bit of a mash-up of the two.
Cool. And whose program do you follow? Who does your programming?
I follow Alex Porter. He's always been my #1 coach and probably always will be. Yeah.
Cool. And you follow CrossFit Auckland, or he programs specifically for you?
He now programs specifically for me because I have the access to own gym and I can pretty much train whenever I like.
Cool. And how long have you been CrossFitting for?
I've been doing it for 3 years now.
Yep. And what was your first experience with CrossFit?
First experience was at a friend's mother's gym in her garage. It wasn't called CrossFit at the time, but they were following that style of training. Yeah.
Awesome. And before CrossFit, what was your main sport?
Well, when I was younger, I always played basketball. So I played basketball in New Zealand from a pretty young age. I'm from probably about 11 years old, and played for North Harbour and stuff like that. So basketball and also rugby union. So a lot of team type sports.
Did you say you represented New Zealand in basketball?
Yeah. So as the age groups went over to Aussie. Yeah, so.
Awesome. What makes you good at
I think with me is I'm a very sore loser, so I don't like to lose. I'm very driven to win, so as soon as you put me in a competition environment, I will do anything in my power to win. At training, everyone always second guesses me, I suppose, because I'm always been a very lazy trainer, so sometimes even Alex freaks out and like, what the heck are you doing? But as soon as it's 3, 2, 1, go, and I'm in competition mode, it's my will to win. Always takes over.
So tell me about your support network, like the people around you that have helped you be successful.
Support network, I suppose, big support network, always my mum. She's always helped me through every sport or anything I've wanted to do. I suppose I did lose my way for a while. I went over to Australia and did a lot of drinking, came back here, and my biggest support network, I suppose, has been Alex and Lisa since I've been back here. They've put up with a lot of my stuff and they've stuck with me and taught me a lot about loyalty and trust, and then inheriting all the family with the gym, people helping me get to regionals last year, putting money out of their own pockets just to make sure it was less stress on me. So I've inherited a big family and it has made me who I am today, which is pretty cool.
Awesome. So what are your goals in this sport?
My goals? Well, I suppose when I first started, I'd been doing it for a few weeks and I went to the CrossFit Auckland Games, and that was the Battle of the Fittest in New Zealand. I seen Ruth, and my first goal then was to be top 10 in New Zealand within a year. So I came 5th at the following Battle of the Fittest, hit that goal, and then my next, of course, was to go to regionals. So I got that goal as well. My next goal, I've just been talking with Alex over the past just couple of days, a little bit gutted about regionals, not being able to go and all the workouts that are coming up.
Do you want to quickly fill us in on what happened there?
I actually, in the last week of the Open, got appendicitis. I tried to battle with the surgeons to hold off for a week to not take it out so I could do 14.5 fully okay, but it wasn't a debate. I had to get my appendix out. I still tried it a week after my operation, but unfortunately I couldn't push as hard as I usually would be able to, because I'd rather give something a go and not make it, and not give it a go and always think what if. So yes, I can't go this year, but it has made me a lot hungrier for it for next year. So me and Alex have been talking, and I would love to podium next year at regionals.
What do you think you need to take that next step to reach that goal?
I think what happened is what I needed to take. It's made me step back a lot and only been able to work on my weaknesses, which is pretty funny. The only movements that I could do while I was recovering were things I was really bad at. So I've seen those weaknesses come through, and now that we're starting to get back into workouts, seeing how much they've helped me. The main thing is covering every hole I've got, because once I do learn technique and skills, my numbers come up very quick. So it's just about covering all those holes, having none, and then strengthening them.
Cool. Why did you accept the invitation to come onto the Again Faster development team?
Well, pretty easy. Alex and Lisa, management of it. I've always respected those two. Another reason is that I was always following the Again Faster, Rogue, and everyone else. I like to follow how they work with the communities and help people out, and I thought it was pretty cool how much Again Faster actually help boxers succeed after they've helped them out with the gears. Another reason actually was because when I was at regionals last year, I went around to every stand and no one really had time for me, no one knew who I was. And then when I actually met Eugene, all you wanted to do was talk to me and you didn't even know who I was. And I thought that was pretty cool, because that's what I've always been like. I always have time for anyone that wants to come talk to me, no matter who they are. If I can help them in some way, that always makes my day. And to have a connection with someone straight away, and then a couple months later be asked to be a part of that team, it was a no-brainer.
Cool.